Okay, folks, this reminds me a bit of school. Horrible fucking school, high school in particular. Let's see if we can make this one come up a treat. Let's see if we can. I've not done one of these. This will be a very strange one, but it's a very common accessory that you use when you're at high school. I don't know about primary school now, but I know that in high school, actually, I'm wondering what we're going to do with that. We're going to see how we go with it. But yeah, it was something that I had to use at high school, and it was a subject that I was really poor at and I really hated. It was a subject I really hated. One of the core subjects of Triple R, reading, writing, arithmetic. We'll soon find out what this one is. But school really sucked. It really did. It really was a fuckhole of bullying and teasing and failures and sense of lack of thereof, a sense of dignity and self-love. I hated myself, folks. That schooling life really helped lead to some stupid decisions I made when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So I'm not happy with the people I dealt with, and I fucking give all those teasers and bullies, fuck yous all, fuck you cunts. Yeah, that's just a nice little vent for them. And this is it. Calculator for none other than maths. And it still works. So yeah, okay, it's a maths thing. This is not a scientific calculator, I don't think. But yeah, we had scientific ones in high school. But this one's, I think, just your standard adding up sort of money type kind of calculation. But yeah, school was horrible. School was a shit. I really hated dealing with the shit that school gave me. And I had someone nice that I met back in 1992. His name was Luigi, and I really love him. I now love him, A6, a bit bigger than an A6 on the horizontal. So yeah, I never loved myself, and when I finally met the man who shares my passion with photocopiers, Luigi, I decided I didn't want him or need him, even though he wanted me, and I made references to people at school and people in my local youth groups that they didn't like me and they didn't treat me with respect, and I treated myself with such disdain as well. I thought that they were right, the bullies and the teasers and the youth group snobs were right, that my disability made it that I couldn't have a relationship with someone, a decent one. Now I've made it the wrong way. So I couldn't have a decent relationship, so they thought. And they just made me feel really bad about myself. And I hated myself, folks. I really did. I really fucking hated who and what I was. I didn't know that Luigi loved me as I was, that what was considered a negative trait from the schoolies and the churchies. Yeah, it was church. You think with church that if they really loved if there's a God, and that if they loved a God, they would treat people like myself with disabilities with fucking dignity. Just because I'm disabled does not mean I am a failure in the relationships. You know, just because I'm disabled, folks. Just because I'm fucking disabled. Short-term memory, hippocampus damage at birth, undiagnosed, I must say, and also having Asperger's syndrome, again, undiagnosed, again, another undiagnosed problem. But I don't consider Asperger's to be a problem, because this is what drives my passion for photocopiers and drives my passion to improve things for everyone. So this has still got to stretch a little bit. So, I'm really pissed with these people who were supposed to be fucking church people. Treated me with a sense of contempt. Not all of them did, but they did teach me that I wasn't good enough, and that's what I applied to my dealings with Luigi. And I decided that I didn't want to be a third wheel. I thought maybe Luigi had another relationship, and I'm really trying to get my word out there. I'm trying to get this stuff to go to air on primetime news TV, and it's really not happening at this stage. It's not happening. I don't know why I can't get it to air, but it's been really difficult dealing with the past and dealing with the hurt that these so-called church people gave me. Oh, don't get me wrong. As I said, there were some good ones. There were good ones, but even they disappeared when I had problems. So they never really stuck by. I've been on my own most of the time. I do get help with my cleaning and cooking and that. I do have a disability that has been diagnosed. Otherwise, I wouldn't be on the disability support pension if I wasn't. But I just want to inform you folks is that I'm so ashamed of this unmentionable disability that I won't talk about it, and I have to just say I have been diagnosed, and I'm on the disability pension, and I've been on that now for like more than 2 decades. But I really wish I could be with Luigi, because this life that I'm trying to get this work I'm doing to go on television, and it's really difficult. I'm going to take this away. It's really difficult because I have to go on television in order to find Luigi. Otherwise, I'll never see him again. And I'm really lonely, and I don't have much money. This campaign is costing me way too much. I don't have that sort of money to play with. This photocopier, because the old machine was no longer fixable, they had spare parts were no longer available to be guaranteed. So I had to get a new photocopier because I wouldn't be able to afford to get it fixed, and it probably wouldn't work. So I'm trying to get this stuff on TV, and it's costing me fucking loads of money. And two payments, I was late for 2 payments to my bank for this loan on this photocopier in a row. So I ran out of money twice in a row, and I just can't do that because the banks don't like it when you fucking don't pay straight away. It was meant to come out as a direct debit. So I'm telling you folks, I don't have that kind of money to play with, and the longer the channels leave my campaign, not play my discs, the more likely I'm going to find myself into a shithole of financial difficulties. It's a wonder, I'm trying my best as a person with low budget and of course disablement, because being disabled, you're not likely to have much money to play with. Just face it, when you're disabled, it's hard. And I am trying my best as a person with a fucking disability or more than one disability to fucking make a difference, to try and get this happening, try and get in touch with my partner. So I'm very angry, folks, at the fucking TV channels and their fucking bullshit. Oh, death, disease, disaster, destruction, damage. Oh, car crashes, house fires. Oh, murder, suicide, big bad news. Oh, fuck you all. Go fuck yourselves. You're fucking not going to play my stuff. I'm going to give you more stuff to play, because I can't live without Luigi, and I can't live on this limbo much longer, this roller coaster ride. I'm not fucking interested. I fucked up when I was young. I admit it, folks. I fucked. But I'm not going to take this shit just because I'm fucked up. I'm not going to let the past determine my fucking future. I will and I will keep working at it until I fucking get what I need and what I want. To get in touch with my partner. I love him, folks. I really do, and he loves me, and I know he's out there. You just have to fucking pull the switch in the TV channel and let my stuff rip. Let my stuff go and make a use for it, because I am a talented person with the photocopier, folks, and I want to capitalise on it. I've got buckets of paper that is taking up space in my unit. That's another thing. While this art is costing me, it's costing me space in my unit. I don't know if I like this one. This is not working too well. But I really miss my partner, and I really need to find him. So I can't find him just by using social media alone. I need the big channels, the big TV channels to help. I really am desperate, folks. So please, TV channels, whoever you are, please forgive my bad attitude and language. I am really desperate. Just accept that I have so much tied to this person, and I just don't want to be alone anymore. You know how it feels? It's not just about bad finances. It's not just about disabled versus abled. I'm just wondering if that's going to be any good. Whatever. So it's not just about that. I really need to find this person. My heart, I've always wanted to get married since I was a 10-year-old. I'm now 48. 48 years and counting, folks. So I don't have much mileage left on my body. I do believe I'm going through a menopause. However much I don't think I get the hot flushes very often, but I do. My period has stopped, and I haven't had a bleed for months, so I'm not exactly young anymore. I don't have much left of my body. I don't know if I'll be able to have good sex because my body isn't young and fresh. And I always wanted to marry in my 20s and no later than my 30s. So I could have done that, but I didn't. So I'm really angry at myself as much as I'm angry at the powers that be. So I really need some assistance here. I'm not asking for any money, even though I'm short of cash most of the time. I'm not after the cash as to be paid for the privilege of playing my videos. I don't require that, folks. It's not necessary. I'm not interested in profiteering off my campaign. I just want to get it aired. I just expect airtime. That's all I want is airtime. Is a little bit of an assistance from you guys. I don't want to be angry at you folks. I know people love to watch the news, but if we could just change it up a little bit, make it a more positive kind of news that could indeed help a person like myself who just doesn't have the kind of money and funding and sponsorship. I've never been able to make money from my art. Also, my dad and my brother hate me because I did stupid things in the past. They hate my art. They don't appreciate what I do with the photocopier. They despise it. My brother got bullied because of my stupid youth, because my photocopier art was not properly marketed, and it just became a source of ridicule for my brother. So I do respect that my brother got bullied, but I do expect that he didn't have to take it out on me just because it happened. It was out of my control. So, but I really wish I could get respect from my brother and my father as well. So I need this stuff to go to air so I can get that kind of respect. I really miss Luigi, and I really wish I could get in touch with him. I'm just wondering now if maybe we could use this. I'm not sure if that's going to be a good piece to make a good, we're just going to take it out. But basically I really need this airplay. It's needed, and I really need to get things looking good for my relationship with my dad and my brother. They're family. They're not bullies like in the schoolyard. They're not like meaningless, horrible faces that you become familiar with. They're supposed to be close, but they're not. They're bullies just like the fucktards at school. And I really find that really distasteful that my own flesh and blood treats me with that similar contempt. So I know I contributed to it, and Dad has always hated my art. He's never seen anything successful come out of it, which is true. I haven't had any lucky breaks, or I would have if I had have been with Luigi, but it never happened. So I'm really ashamed of myself, and I just want to put things right. I want things to go right for a change, because it really hurts that my own flesh and blood is against me, and they have to apologise for what they did, and I will forgive them. But it really hurts not being able to, now that's too big, it really hurts not being able to have them as flesh and blood, to treat them with the same horrible treatment that they gave me, the school kids gave me. So I'm really angry at how things have happened. I'm wondering if I'm going to go back to this one. I'm just going to make a decision. We're going with that. We're running with that. Look, you can see the number on there. Haha. But yeah, it really hurts that I can't have a meaningful relationship with my own flesh and blood. It does. It hurts. It really does. Now I'm going to just make this a bit lighter. So yeah, school has gone way beyond school, and my family is infected. My mum and I get along well now, which is good, but we still need my brother and my dad to also become a part of my life as well as instead of being bullies and expecting me to be like them and not like me. I know I don't have the same status that my brother has, like my dad. My brother likes to copy a lot of what Dad did, so they sort of, I guess I like to say, they just piss in each other's pockets, like a lot of bullies who group themselves, they piss in each other's pockets. So I don't have any respect for either of them at this stage. I'm over it, and I will apologise. I will forgive them once they apologise. So I have to go on TV so we can bring the family back together. The family was always broken, but this really is bad. I used to have a better relationship with my brother, but that sort of started to fade primarily back in 1987. That's when things really went belly up, and now I have to compete, and these two fucktards have got money, they got house, they got car, brother's got a spouse, I've got a nephew off my brother, but I can't talk to my fucking nephew. I haven't seen my nephew since 2016. It is now 2021. But I did see them then, and I didn't feel comfortable around my brother. I didn't feel comfortable around my dad. So basically, I just kept a distance from them, and I didn't have any problems there, pretty much. But I still don't feel comfortable, and I don't want to put myself in an uncomfortable situation, so I've decided to not talk to my dad and my brother, and certainly not to see them. So anyway, this has been a very, very long demo. That looks really quite nice. I think it's worth it. Gotta go.